grunge or whatever you want to call it. Speaking of alternative, you were considered alternative before that was really like the thing to be. How'd you arrive at that point for everybody else?
When new wave started sounding stupid, I guess something came up with alternative. Yeah, well, you know, it's constantly shifting title. It goes from punk to new wave to postmodern to alternative, and I don't know what's going to be called next. I guess we'll find out.
Well, where do you strike a balance between the art side, which is inherent to music, and the responsibility of delivering the message, you know, with, you know, with the Christian background, whether it be perspective or whatever?
Right. Well, I mean, what I do is not like spiritual music. It's specifically about Christianity. And I think we all start sounding a little stupid when we try to tone it down and act like it's something that it's not, because it has specifically to do with, we believe Jesus was the Son of God, and that's a very specific message, and it's offensive to a lot of people because they don't like the exclusivity of Jesus claiming he was the only way to God. So I think we probably get in more trouble when we try to act like what we do is sort of spiritual or something like that. It's not. It's, you know, it's Christian. It's about Jesus, and it will always be offensive to probably a lot of people.
And there was an article that you did, I think it was on public radio. You were talking about how it's good news to some and bad news to others.
Right.
You remember that quote?
Yeah, that's right.
That was really good.
Right. Well, I was just saying gospel music is good news, but it's also bad news because of that thing where Jesus claimed to be the only way to God. And so in this day and age, that's not a very popular concept. We want to think that there's a lot of different ways to God, and Jesus claimed to be the only way.
Well, this is really cool. Right here, Steve Taylor will be back with more of him right after this video that he was in a band called Chagall Rivera. Check it out. Collision back with Steve Taylor. Coming up, we have a video I guess everyone else has refused to play but us.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
I believe so. We gladly played it because it's wild and crazy and people get all upset, and that's what we want to do.
Why could they get upset about this?
I don't know. You tell me. What's going on? What's it about? What's happening?
Well, it's like just, you know, telling it straight. It's about it's a song On the Fritz was originally, I wrote it in 1985. It was actually before the televangelist scandals, but it was about...
yeah, it was very almost prophetic in a way.
Well, yeah, it was just about a guy who's a Christian, who's in the public eye, whose private life is totally at odds with his public persona. And so the song and the video are just portraying a guy like this and showing the casualties of his sin, and in this case, the casualties of his marital infidelity, or specifically his daughter. So yeah, I mean, it's an intense video, but you know, it's telling the truth. You know, sin has consequences, and a lot of times those consequences go away. And I couldn't make it candy coated at the end because, you know, there's casualties to our sin in spite of God's forgiveness. And in this case, the casualty is this guy's daughter. So I think there's hope at the end of it, but I'm not going to candy coat it.
Here it is, On the Fritz. Everything you do is very creative, and a lot of times you people out there, you've probably seen him or heard him on stuff or stuff that he's had his hands in and not realized it, because you're like multi-talented and really gifted and diverse and everything else.
Well, I just can't do anything well enough to do it all at once, so I just keep juggling stuff.
Yeah, he's been practicing the rubber band shirt thing too.
That's right.
We'll have him back again when he gets it down.
Yeah, man. I'm not going to wear this shirt again.
Oh, well, it probably zebras well in the camera too. But, well, you know, whenever you get anything coming up, please let us know. We'll let them know. And keep us coming, you know, the videos coming to us as things happen.
Great.
And you guys can write to us, or, you know, write to Steve through us at 2806 Opryland Drive, Nashville, Tennessee, 37214. And make sure it's to his attention, he'll get it. And you got a fan club or something?
Yeah. I'm just a little slow on responding sometimes.
Okay, well,